It gives me great pleasure to introduce week 24 of the Hastings Report with, as ever, my wonderful co-host, the ESFL veteran that he is, Leon Pettit. Leon, how's your week been?
Yeah, fine, mate. Yeah, all good.
Good. I saw another game, another 90 minutes under the belt. Well done, sir.
Just about, yeah.
Yeah.
Just about struggled through, but yeah.
I saw no sub by your name, so well done. Well, we'll crack straight into the SCFL results. First of all, on Wednesday of last week, 1st of February, we have BEXHILL 0, Crowborough Athletic 1. Harvey Killick getting the goal. Crowborough on a good little run at the moment, and they lie 7th in the league. Was that unexpected, Leon?
Well, I think last week we might have said, hope give advantage to the home team, but it's we know Crowborough are a good side, so I wasn't surprised at that result. But there we go.
Fair enough. So then we move on to Saturday. So that's the 4th of February. Little Common 6, AFC Vardinians 1. That man, Sam Cratwell, got 2. Jamie Bunn, Lewis Hull, James Miriam Batchelor, and Lewis Parsons getting the Super 6 for Little Common, with Mark Goldson getting a goal for AFC. Just a great win for Common, wasn't it?
Yeah. I know Vardinians have struggled a bit, so not entirely surprised there. Home advantage as well. It's Common. Apparently, Sam Cratwell scored was either from the halfway line or within his own half.
Seriously?
Yeah, the one of the left foot he's got there. He's probably scored one of the best goals I've seen at the Pilot Field in his Hastings a few years back, where he just put it right in the top corner from about, I don't know, it must have been at least 30 yards out, 35 yards out. Knew where he wanted to put it in. Stuck it top bin, so we know he's got that magic left foot.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, well, brilliant for this level. I mean, ridiculous.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, then we move on to the Saturday. So we've got the 4th of February again. BEXHILL were playing Saltdean. BEXHILL winning 2-0 with goals from James Stone and Evan Archibald. A little bit of a review from the Bornator, who that's his name on Twitter. I don't actually know his real name. Is an absolute BEXHILL regular, and he said that Stone had a great game. Matt Stone and the winger Stephen Ocko were excellent, and he really enjoyed the win against Saltdean. And it just so happens that we've got the goals. Couple of nice goals there. I mean, it's a comfortable victory for BEXHILL. A couple of nice goals. Saltdean slipping into that relegation scrap, maybe, Leon?
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah, obviously lost a lot of their squad from last season. So, a good win for BEXHILL there. I think for the first goal, I think you said beforehand, the keeper looked stuck to his line.
He was undecisive, wasn't he?
Yeah, maybe that pitch might have played a part in it. Might have got stuck in the mud somewhere, but...
Controversial comments about the Polgrove there. Anyway, so that's the result. So we move on to the fixtures upcoming. Little Common have got Eastbourne Town. Now that could be a toughie against a confident Eastbourne, who have just beat the top club, didn't they? Crawley down Gatwick, wasn't it? They just beat them, so they're probably absolutely pumped. Eastbourne. What do you think, Leon?
I mean, Eastbourne have turned their season around a bit. They sort of got off to a sluggish start. They lost most of their squad to Eastbourne United, who obviously they're doing well this season. So a bit of a exodus of players there. So, but Eastbourne have done well to turn it around with quite a few new faces. It'd be tough one for Common. A tough couple of games really, because then a few days later they've got to go to Crowborough. They've got to play Crowborough, who we know they're a decent outfit. So a tough couple of games coming up for Common.
But if you say, if Little Common, who've got a lot of games in hand, if they win all their games, they're only 2 points behind Crowborough. So looking at the positive. So then we mentioned the other Little Common game. So we talk about BEXHILL. BEXHILL playing Midhurst and Eastbourne. you'd think that them rocking into the Polgrove will be enough to help Bexhill get over Midhurst. I mean, what do you think, Leon? Do you reckon Bexhill get a result? They've had a couple of good results there recently, haven't they?
I'd favour BEXHILL with this one. Got no real great insight into that. Just I prefer BEXHILL.
Yeah. The tea leaves say BEXHILL. We've mentioned Little Common, so Bexhill's next game, so that game we just spoke of, that's the Wednesday. On the Saturday, they're playing AFC Uckfield Town at Uckfield. I mean, on current form, you'd fancy BEXHILL. Nothing else to say there, really.
Nothing really to say there. No, fancy BEXHILL for that one.
Yeah. On to the MSFL. Well, maybe not the shock of the day, but a surprise. Battletown 0, Cuckfield Rangers 1. It was a big blow for Battle. They're still third, but 6 points behind, and they've played a game more now from second place. Was you surprised at all by that result, Leon?
Not really. No, I mean, I know obviously Battle have been on a really good run of form, but all great things must come to an end, so to speak. I mean, no, we've discussed before. The top half of this league, it's very competitive. I mean, most teams really, obviously apart from Hollington at the top, Willingdon at the bottom, every other team in this division, they're very competitive. So, and obviously, always want to see your local team, the local teams do well, but it wasn't entirely surprised by the results, to be fair. I mean, you could argue home advantage, but hey.
Yeah. So we move on. That was the only result in the MSFL. Then we had the Sussex Intermediate Challenge Cup. Punnetstown played Suddlescombe Rangers, and Punnetstown beat Suddlescombe Rangers. At time of recording, the goals weren't up, so I don't know who scored, but a bit of a bad result there for Suddlescombe, should we say?
Yeah, I would have favoured Suddlescombe, who just the week before pulled off a bit of a shock result against Hollington. You'd sort of expect him to turn up to an East Sussex League team and get the win there, but just weren't to be. I guess the fact it's gone all the way through to penalties, I'd imagine it was quite a good game. People there might have said otherwise, but just going by the fact it's gone to extra time, penalties, classic cup game.
Yeah, and again in the Sussex Intermediary, Ferring Saturdays 0. Hollington 6, Danny Ellis 2 for Bradley Pritchard, Daniel Tewksbury, Charlie Collins, and Lewis McGuigan. Hollington expected to win, and another win, another clean sheet. It's probably about 8,000 minutes since they've conceded a goal, and they march on in the cup. In a surprise result, in the Sussex Intermediate Cup. Westfield 1, Jarvis Brook 3. Controversial game. I've heard from West Hill sources that there was denied a Stonewall handball on the line in the first few minutes of the game, which should have been red as well, obviously, for the player that did it. Ref didn't see it, so they didn't. They got a massive let off Jarvis Brook, but they won in a game that Westfield are very disappointed that they've lost. Just quickly, we do have the Westfield goal, and it's a very nice one, and here it is. That was Harry Murphy scoring that one. A very good goal, Leon.
Yeah, I just had a quick look at the cup draw, and I think it's written for Hollington to face Jarvis Brook in the final. I think they can't meet each other on the way. So you obviously got Hollington at the top of the Mid Sussex, Jarvis Brook at the top of the Southern Combination equivalent league. So I'd like to see them both get to the final, and
it'd be well worth watching that one, wouldn't it?
Game and a very good advert for that level of football.
Yeah, should be, and good on Twitter probably.
Yeah.
So fixtures. The fixtures upcoming. Holland Sports play Suddlescombe Rangers. Hard to predict. 9th playing 10th. You never know what you're going to get with Suddlescombe Rangers, particularly after that disappointing result. Any thoughts on that fixture?
Oh, I haven't a clue, mate. So hard to predict.
Right. No. Yeah.
Nice.
Reigate Priory playing Battletown. Can Battletown get back to much needed winning ways against Reigate Priory, who were kind of up around there with them, as you've said? A lot of teams battling it out there. Do you think? I put my my hat in the draw there. I'd say Battletown are going to turn it round and get 3 points. Yourself, what do you think, Leon?
I won't disagree with that.
Okie dokie. And we've got Mid Sussex Senior Charity Cup. It's Lindfield versus Hollington in a clash of second versus first. Could Hollington make it 3 games, 3 wins against Lindfield this season? Any thoughts on that one? Who knows? Who knows?
It could be a cup upset on the horizon. Who knows? Yeah, obviously you'd favour Hollington, but cup games like to chuck in the odd upset, don't they? So
well, no, in Hollington they'll start playing rush goalie
just to try and make it a bit more interesting. Getting bored of saying Hollington will win every week. So
right then, so moving on to ESFL Prem, Crowhurst 8, Hawkhurst United 0. Jan Bailey, Dominic Clark, Reece Johnson, Sean Leonard with 2, Alan McGinnigal, Aaron Scrace, the old former Sidley boss, nice to see him getting a goal, and Wesley Tate. Could second place Crowhurst be mounting a challenge for that top spot? They're 9 points behind, but they got 2 games in hand. Nice result there, Leon. Any thoughts on the ESFL Prem result?
No. It's nice to see. Obviously Aaron get his goal. I know he's been working on his fitness. He's been, because one of my old schoolmates, Mike West, he's a personal trainer. He's been posting up videos of Scracey working
like Rocky
fitness. Yeah, near enough. Yeah, punching frozen meat and running up steps and
is it punching those Audi steaks?
yeah. Tenderising them.
Oh, what an image! What a mental image that is.
His speech impediment and everything.
Right then, right at the clappers. Robertsbridge United 1, St Leonard's Social 2. St Leonard's Anthony Atkins and Rob Mitchell getting the goals. Danny Turner getting the goal for Robertsbridge. Bottom club Robertsbridge look all but down now. Really, it's just they're really struggling, aren't they, Leon?
Yeah. I don't know what's happened at Robertsbridge at the start of the season. They look like to be getting brought in a few good players. I think it was a change of management actually. Now sort of mention it, but they look to be struggling. But someone's got to come bottom, I guess. Yeah,
it's true. Right, so Rye Town 1, Bexhill Town 0. Good win for Rye against the league's leaders. Rye look good. They've got games in hand, as you've said before yourself, Leon, and they're good side. Who knows who's winning that league?
Yeah, that'd be a good win for them in particular. Obviously, like say Bexhill top, so it's, those sort of games that they want to be picking up results from with all those games in hand they got.
Okay, and we just last result is Sidley United 1, Westfield Reserves 1. Logan Copley getting the goal for Sidley United. Unfortunately, at time of recording, I didn't get the Westfield Reserves goal, and that is the Prem. Moving on to ESFL Division 1. Tackleway 4, Sandhurst 2. Steve Benton, Jordan Harley, Cale Hakes, and Josh Eaton getting the goals for Tackleway. And talking of Josh Eaton's goal, here it is. Lovely goal there. Just to mention that Sandhurst's goal, that man, James he found the net twice. The goal machine for Sandhurst. But yeah, good result. Good result there for Tackleway.
Right. So Josh Eaton, you say he got the free kick?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, was it? Yeah, must be something in the DNA then, because his cousin Matt Darby was a pretty decent footballer as well. So I think, do you remember Matt Darby, both Hastings?
What year?
A few years ago.
I don't know.
It's the same age as me, because I went to school with him.
What, that old?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. He's going the same age as you. Produced a load of kids. Sort playing football, having to look after the kids. Centre midfielder he was.
I've got my old programmes. So I'll have a look. I don't know. The brain goes. Leo. Sorry, obviously dementia kicks in. I don't know where to go from there. But moving on. Wadhurst United 1, Battletown Reserves 1. Battletown Reserves goal was from Josh Harner, right at the death. 93rd minute equaliser. We don't have Wadhurst United's goal, but it's a bit of a relegation rival, and they've just nicked a point against them. So well done their battle. Moving on to the Sussex Bluefin Junior Challenge Cup, that playing Division 1 level. AFC Vardinian 6 and Parson Move first 0 at time of recording. We had no goals from AFC Vardinians, unfortunately, and that is Division 1. Just to announce about Division 1, unfortunately, it's just come to my attention that AFC Jesters have folded this evening. So they will have to rejig some of the Division 1 fixtures. Any thoughts on that? Leon, I know they only just come in, a team from Eastbourne, didn't last long.
No, it's just sort of the state of local football, really, isn't it? You sort of get a team together, hope to, we thought they would be one of the teams that would be right up there, but it's obviously couldn't get the numbers. I guess just people lost interest. But yeah, like you mentioned in relegation battle earlier, I can't imagine them relegating any teams from this division. Probably a few up from the lower divs, I imagine. Yeah,
more than likely. Yeah, I mean, obviously the Jesters thing is literally just, I've just noticed it, so it's just you're right there. I don't think there will be. Moving on to ESFL Division 2, Hollington United Reserves 4, Nordium 75-1. Daniel Woodley getting a hat-trick, and Sonny Dulloway, the fourth goal for Hollington. Hollington ruthless and putting pressure on those up on the top of the table. Then we move on to Icklesham Casuals 1, PECHE 4. Goals for PECHE were from Jack Francis, Louis Osborne, Dan Harker, and Lewis Field. And the goal for Icklesham was from Lee Pearce. First, before we ask a little bit of a review of the Icklesham game, we do have the second goal for PECHE, and here it is.
Can you show me that goal?
Can I show you it? Yeah, of course I can. Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
You're not allowed to scream offside though or anything, right? Hang on a second. Look at that pitch, mate. You just want to see you not doing it. Are you? Is that you there?
I'm trying to. I can't see you.
Hang on. Is that you there?
No, I'm next to the right of him.
You're not that. You're not it. Hang on. Are you sure?
Yeah, I know what I look like.
Hang on. I'm looking at that lazy behaviour. Hang on. That is you. No, nice finish. I was saying.
That's their third goal.
He said it was their second.
No, they were 2-1 up at half time.
Just lied to me. Oh, okay.
Go back again. I wanted to see if there's anything I could do.
Yeah, come on, let's look at it. Let's look. Analyse Leon's performance here.
No,
that's all right. It's just that's where all. But you had it covered if you'd have passed it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's PECHE.
I'm glad it wasn't their actual second goal, because that was annoying. Because he went to. I absolutely bought it. He went to look like he was shooting, so obviously I slid in to block it, and he's fainted back inside, and he just stuck to his foot, didn't he? Little.
Anyway, and well, I'm keeping all this in, but Leon, they did send me a message about you, and they said you had a good game. They said please send that. They sent their. They said no, he had a good game. Give it a go. So
I can do.
Yeah,
give it a good go.
So that was Icklesham. So I mean, in terms of a game, was it a game that got away from you, or was it just that PECHE were just a more organised side, or what?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, we're still scrambling a team together most weeks, but I'll say they deserved the win. I'd say 4-1 maybe flatters them a bit. But the sort of second half of the first half, I think we got the better of them, and we should have. We got a bit lucky with a goal we did score, but then we had a few other chances that 9 times out of 10, our guy Dave Pugh's played for Westfield in the past. 9 times out of 10, you would have put good money on him bearing these chances, and it could be a completely different game if we go in half time at 2-2. But no, it was similar that goal that we've seen. That was that I think that knocked the stuffing out of us, to be fair. It was a good finish, to be fair to the lads. And then after that, we just weren't really in it. And then we got our captain sort of got booked. Then he got subbed off, and we just sort of lost it then. Got man sent off, a bit of an elbow to the ribs, how we say. Sort of old Val, a bit of Brazilian, that South American shithousery.
Yeah.
Saw red, and and then just PECHE just cruise to the end, really. So. But no, it was
honest assessment.
Much better performance than when we played them up at their place, to be fair. But they did deserve the win.
Okay, fair enough, Leon. Well, that obviously that loss means you're rock bottom. Only way is up.
Yeah, that's what the manager said on Saturday night. Yeah.
What
Who
is he?
sings that? Who sings that song?
It's Yazoo, not Yazoo. It's Yaz.
Is it Yaz?
Yeah, he just needs to
There you
bleach his
go.
hair.
In
Bleach
the
his
words
hair.
of Yaz, the only way is up.
So other results: Sedlescombe Rangers reserve 6, Bexhill Rovers 3, Zach Boatwood with a hat trick, Callum Ludlow, Reece Stewart, and Billy Kern. That defeat keeps Bexhill second off bottom. Decent result there for Sedlescombe Rangers. Victoria Baptist nil, who won. Grant White with the goal, and it just so happens here it is. Not a bad little goal there, Leon. What do you think of it?
Yeah, not a bad goal.
A decent cross and a lovely header.
Yeah.
Right.
On the only flat pitch at that venue. Anyone that's ever played at Old Town Rec in Eastbourne, oh my God, what a horrendous. You slag off Icklesham's pitch. The top 2 pitches at Old Town Rec in Eastbourne. I don't know how they pass.
Wow, controversial words there from Leon.
No, it's not. It's truth.
It's truth.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so for HOOE, that's a big win for them, and that takes them off the bottom of Division 2. Last result for Division 2, it's in the Sussex Bluefin Junior Challenge Cup. Ninfield 5, Polegate 1. Goals from Corey Scott, Joseph Chigwell, and a hat-trick from Jason Taylor. Win it for Ninfield, beating Polegate 5-1. Polegate's goal was not up at the time of recording. Sorry, Polegate fans, I know you're listening.
I think Ninfield are the only local side still in the Sussex Junior Cup. So yeah, I would like to see them go on to win it. I think they played.
Didn't they get knocked out? Oh, didn't they get knocked out of one though? Didn't they last week?
I don't know, but they're still in the Sussex Cup.
They're still in the Sussex Cup.
Yeah, sort of representing
so,
this area. But I think they play the team who beat TACKLEWay, and I don't know if you saw the Twitter exchanges after that game.
Why didn't you not link me in next time? Tag me in, please. I love a bit of a Twitter exchange.
So yeah, that could be interesting. But yeah, just based on that whole Twitter exchange, I hope Ninfield stuff them.
Yeah, excellent. Love it.
Local pride there,
Yeah, exactly. Right then, moving on. Division 3, Hurstman Zoo 5, Hastings Comets 0, Robbie Hodgson, Mark Stilwell, 2 for Harry Wood and 1 for Liam Johnson, making it 5 goals for Hurstman Zoo. A comprehensive win for the top of the table, Hurstman Zoo. Parkfield 0, Rytown 4, Liam Sawyer, Ollie Reeder and Rob Levitt getting 2 for Rytown. Rye absolutely spanking the second place Parkfield at their own place. Division 3, Westfield Thirds 0, Crowhurst Reserves 9. Oof. Jordan Miller, Ryan Jinks, Steve Payne, 2 for James McGrath, a goal for Ben Thorpe, 2 for Anton Neal, and 1 for Joe McCarthy. Winless Westfield absolutely destroyed at the Hastings Academy. Crowhurst with games in hand as well. They're looking good. Big win. And then a lot of the clubs are playing in the cup competition. So it's Division 3 level, the Sussex Bluefin Challenge Cup. Sovereign Saints 1. The View Saturday 3. Love that name. The View Saturday didn't put their goals up. Maybe that's Saturday, they'll tell us. Max Butcher got the goal for Sovereign Saints Reserves. And in the Robertsbridge Charity Junior Cup, Catsfield 2, Mountfield United 0. David Birch and Anthony Luke getting the goals for Catsfield. Again, still in the same competition. Hawkhurst United Reserves 0. Orrington 1. Ewan Homewood getting the goal for Orrington. And the last result in the Robertsbridge Charity Junior Cup, Ticehurst 4, Sedlescombe Rangers Development 1, and the goals ain't up, so can't tell you. I'm very sorry. Right then. Okay, in Division 4, Saturday's results, Battletown 0, Westfield Fourths 2, Ruben Webb and Raphael Doncaster getting the goals for Westfield. Good win for Westfield, keeps them second. Burwash 1, Wellcroft Park Rangers Reserves 7. Matthew Williams with 2, Vinnie Rambridge with 2, Alan Pope, James Burgett and George Jones scoring the 7 for Wellcroft. Third place Burwash absolutely smashed by the mighty Wellcroft, who are 10 points clear. Right, we've got one last result, and that's Hastings Athletic 3, Robertsbridge United Reserves 1. Joseph Simeon with 2, and Taylor Phillips getting the goal for Hastings Athletic. So that's all the results. We do have a team of the week to look at, Leon. It's an half-decent one. It was done very quickly as well, which is not always the case with the team of the week in the ESFL. Looking at that side, it's bags full of goals. Nice to see the HOOE defender in there. It must have been a man of the match performance in that 1-0 win that he's managed to make the team. But to say, yeah, Zach Boltwood, Danny Woodley, I mean, just goals all over that pitch, really, isn't there?
Yeah. Some very good names there.
Okay, well, look, that was the week that was. Leon, look forward to seeing you next week.
See you next week, mate.